Hi, welcome to the Yoga Pose podcast with me, Rosie. This episode is called The Garden of Gratitude. And for today, I encourage you to move yourself into savasana, which is a lying down position. So you get on and do that while I continue to talk to you. And as you're getting ready, if you think you might fall asleep and you've got things you need to do later, then just set an alarm for 10 minutes time. And really commit 100% to this. After this little time out, think how much brighter and stronger you'll feel. Getting low to the ground and basking in stillness is a way to reorganize your nervous system. So making sure you feel comfortable and settled now. And we all enjoy a good story, whether it's a novel or a movie, or simply something one of our friends is explaining to us that they've experienced. But why do we feel so much more engaged when we hear a story? It's quite simple. If we listen to a PowerPoint presentation with boring bullet points, certain parts in the brain get activated. Overall, it hits our language and processing parts in the brain where we decode the words into meaning. And that's it. Nothing else happens. But when we're being told a story, things change quite dramatically. And according to researchers, not only are the language processing parts in our brain activated, but any other area in our brain that we would use when experiencing the events of the story, well, they are too. So that's why in my teachings, in my classes and workshops and retreats, I tell stories. One, because I love them, I am a storyteller, but also because of the effects that it has on the brain. So you're settling yourself here, you start to relax the body. And as the body relaxes, it's natural to bring your focus to your breathing. A story is told of a king who went into his garden one morning. In his garden, he found everything was withered and dying. Standing near the gate was an old oak tree. The king asked what the trouble was. The oak tree told him he was sick of life and determined to die because he was not as tall and beautiful like the pine tree. But the pine was disheartened because he could not bear grapes like the vine. The vine wanted to wither and fade away because he could not grow straight and as fine a fruit as the peach tree. And even among the flowering plants, the geranium was upset because it was not tall and fragrant like the lilac, and so on and so forth throughout the entire garden. Coming upon a little daisy, the king was pleasantly surprised to find its face bright and lit up, cheery as ever. Well, Daisy, amidst all this discouragement, I am so happy to find at least one brave little flower. You don't seem the least bit disheartened." And Daisy replied, "Even though I'm not of much account, I'm happy, because I knew if you had wanted an oak or a pine or a peach tree or lilac, you would have planted one. I knew you wanted a daisy, so I'm determined to be the best daisy I can be." So there you go, yogi. A story to encourage you to walk through your own garden of gratitude. Begin to do what you need to start to wake up your body. And prepare yourself to get on with the rest of your day. But before you do, I would be so grateful if you could share these podcasts and encourage other people to listen, as well as leave me a review. Thank you so much for listening to Yoga Pose.